The sun rises over the great plains. It paints the sky in shades of orange and gold. Below, the land awakens. A gentle wind whispers through the tall grasses. It carries the scent of damp earth and distant rain. This world seems peaceful. It appears calm. But, listen closely. The silence is not empty. It is filled with a quiet tension. Every rustle of leaves, every distant call is a message. It is a story of life and survival, written on the wind for all to hear. This is a kingdom governed not by a king, but by a feeling. It is a kingdom ruled by fear. Here, life is a constant negotiation. Every creature, from the smallest insect to the largest herbivore, must be alert. The air itself seems to hum with a low, persistent warning. A herd of zebra gathers by a shallow stream. They drink cautiously. Their ears twitch, turning like small satellites to catch any unfamiliar sound. They know that to lower their guard, even for a moment, could be a fatal mistake. The water is cool and refreshing, but it is also a place of great danger. The riverbanks hold secrets, and the shadows here are deep and long, even in the morning light. The landscape itself seems designed for this drama. Towering rock formations provide lookouts for keen eyes. Dense thickets of acacia offer hiding places for those who stalk. The open plains are a stage where incredible chases unfold. Every element of this environment plays a part in the daily struggle. The sun can be a friend, illuminating threats, or it can be a foe, casting deceptive shadows that hide them. The very ground underfoot, whether soft sand or hard-baked earth, can betray a creature's presence with a single misplaced step. This is a world of watchers and the watched. A family of meerkats stands sentinel on a termite mound. Their small heads pivot in unison, scanning the horizon for any sign of danger from the sky above or the ground below. A lone giraffe, its head high above the trees, acts as a natural watchtower for the smaller animals grazing nearby. They have learned to trust its height and its keen eyesight. They understand that in this land, survival is a collective effort, a shared vigilance against the ever-present threat that walks silently among them. The predator does not announce its arrival, it simply is. A part of the landscape as natural as the rocks and the trees. It moves with a purpose that is both terrifying and beautiful. A lioness rests in the shade of a solitary baobab tree. Her powerful muscles are relaxed, but her amber eyes miss nothing. She is the embodiment of patience and power. She is not merely an animal, she is a force of nature. Her presence sends ripples of unease across the entire plain. The air grows still around her, heavy with unspoken potential. Every living thing seems to hold its breath. Her power is not just in her claws or her teeth. It is in the fear she inspires. The mere scent of her on the wind is enough to alter the behavior of an entire ecosystem. Grazing animals will avoid the territory she patrols, even if it means leaving the luscious grasses untouched. They will choose hunger over the possibility of an encounter. This is the predator's true dominion. It is not just the ground she walks, but the minds of all the creatures that share her world. She shapes their movements, their choices, and their destinies without ever taking a single step. Consider the intelligence behind the hunt. This is not mindless aggression. It is a calculated art, refined over countless generations. The lioness watches the herd. She notes the young, the old, the weak. She assesses the wind, the terrain, the position of the sun. Every detail is filed away, part of a complex strategy that will soon unfold. She is a master of her craft. She knows that a successful hunt is often won not by speed, but by surprise and by exploiting the slightest mistake made by her prey. Her patience is her greatest weapon. She will wait for hours if she must. The sun will climb high in the sky, beating down on her golden coat. Thirst will gnaw at her, but she will not move. Her focus is absolute. She is a statue carved from muscle and instinct, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. When that moment comes, it will be with an explosion of controlled energy. It is this combination of stillness and sudden devastating action that makes the predator such a feared and respected ruler of the wild. Her reign is one of quiet, watchful authority. The river flows slowly, a muddy artery through the heart of the savannah. It seems tranquil. The water is a mirror, reflecting the blue sky and the passing clouds. But beneath the calm surface, an ancient predator waits, the Nile crocodile. It is a relic from a time of dinosaurs, a creature perfected by millions of years of evolution. It is a master of the ambush. It can lie motionless for hours, looking like nothing more than a floating log. Only its eyes and nostrils break the surface of the water. Two small bumps on the placid river. A herd of wildebeest has gathered on the bank. They are thirsty. The dry season has been long, and this river is their only source of water. They can smell the water. They can hear it lapping against the shore, but they hesitate. They pace back and forth, their calls filled with anxiety. They know what lies beneath the surface. They have seen it before. The memory of the hunt is passed down through generations, an instinctual fear of the water's edge. The tension is almost visible, a shimmering heat haze of indecision and need. The crocodile does not move, it does not need to. Its stillness is its greatest strength. It is the embodiment of patience. It has chosen its position carefully, in a deeper channel where the current will help it. It watches the herd, its ancient brain processing the scene with cold, reptilian logic. It is not looking at the herd as a whole. It is looking for an individual. It is waiting for one animal to break, for one thirsty wildebeest to take that first fateful step into the water. The predator's game is one of psychological warfare. Finally, the pressure of thirst becomes too great. One wildebeest, perhaps a young male, cautiously steps into the shallows. This is the trigger. The log explodes. The water erupts in a frenzy of spray and power as the crocodile launches itself forward. Its speed is shocking, a blur of green and brown muscle. The jaws, filled with dozens of conical teeth, clamp down with immense force. The struggle is brief and brutal. The river, which moments before was a symbol of life, has become a place of death. The rest of the herd scatters, their thirst forgotten, leaving the victor to its prize. Night falls on the forest. The moon is a silver sliver, casting long, eerie shadows through the dense canopy. The sounds of the day have faded, replaced by the chirps, clicks, and calls of nocturnal creatures. This is a different world, a world of scent and sound, where visibility is low and danger feels closer. It is the perfect hunting ground for a predator that has mastered the art of stealth. The leopard. It is a creature of shadows, a ghost that walks on silent paws. Its spotted coat is the perfect camouflage, making it nearly invisible among the dappled moonlight and leaves. High in the branches of a marula tree, a young baboon sleeps fitfully in the safety of its troop. The troop has chosen this tree for its height, believing it to be a fortress against the dangers of the night. They huddle together for warmth and security, chattering softly in their sleep. They feel safe. But the leopard knows no fortress is impenetrable. It moves through the branches with a fluid grace, its body low to the wood. It is a whisper of movement, a shadow within the shadows, making no sound that would betray its presence. The leopard's climb is a masterpiece of strength and precision. Each placement of its paws is deliberate. It uses the rustle of the wind in the leaves to mask the tiny sounds of its own movement. It can smell the baboons, their scent a warm, living beacon in the cool night air. It pauses, its yellow eyes glowing with intense focus. It is assessing the troop, selecting its target. It is looking for an individual on the edge of the group, one that is slightly isolated from the others. The leopard understands the geometry of the hunt, the importance of angles and surprise. The final approach is agonizingly slow. It inches forward, its muscles coiled like powerful springs. The distance closes. 10 feet, 5 feet. The sleeping troop is oblivious to the silent death that has crept into their midst. Then, with a speed that defies belief, the leopard strikes. A single, powerful pounce. A muffled cry is cut short. The troop erupts into a cacophony of panicked screams, but it is too late. The leopard has its prize. With incredible strength, it carries its kill back up into the highest branches, away from scavengers, to feast in solitude. The forest falls silent once more, but the fear now hangs heavier in the air. It is easy to see the predator as cruel, a villain in the grand story of nature. But this is a human perspective. In the wild, there is no good or evil. There is only life and the relentless drive to continue it. The predator is not a monster. It is a vital part of a complex and delicate system. It is a sculptor, shaping the health and vitality of the entire ecosystem. The fear it inspires, as terrifying as it is for the individual, is essential for the well-being of the whole. It is a necessary fear. Without the predator, the world would be a very different place. Herbivore populations would explode. They would overgraze the land, stripping it bare of vegetation. The plains would turn to dust. The rivers would run dry. Starvation and disease would become rampant, a far crueler fate than a swift, clean kill. The predator, by culling the weak, the old, and the sick, ensures that only the strongest and healthiest animals survive to pass on their genes. This keeps the herd strong and resilient. The fear of being hunted also forces animals to move. It prevents them from staying in one place for too long. This constant movement gives the vegetation a chance to recover. It allows saplings to grow into trees. It helps to maintain the diversity of the landscape. The predator's presence creates a healthier, more vibrant world for everyone, even for the descendants of the very animals it hunts. It is a paradox of nature. Death brings life. The lioness and the leopard are as important to the health of the savanna as the rain and the sun. So when we look out across this ancient land, we see more than just a struggle for survival. We see a perfect, self-regulating system, a system that has been refined over millions of years. Every creature has its role to play, from the silent crocodile in the river to the vigilant meerkat on its mound. And at the heart of it all is the predator, the silent ruler, the keeper of the balance. The fear it creates is not a destructive force. It is the invisible thread that weaves the entire tapestry of life together, ensuring that this beautiful, brutal, and breathtaking world continues for generations to come.